Hey guys, this is Andre. I'd like to welcome the new people that are watching my channel that haven't subscribed yet, and the people that are currently following me, welcome back. So today's video, we're going to be checking out my Town Hall 8 account. As you can tell, I'm in Masters 3. I accidentally pushed up here just by farming with hogs. I had way too much dark elixir. I didn't have anything to spend on it, so I was just farming with hogs, and that got me up to Masters 3. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about my 2 GoHo war attacks, so let's get started on those. For any hog attack, you're going to want to locate those places where giant bombs could possibly be. Fortunately, I've attacked this base a couple times in the past, so I know that there's a giant bomb on either side of that wizard tower where those cannons are. That's usually where it is. It might be switched around because if the person was smart, they wouldn't totally copy a base design. They'd switch it around a little bit. But that's the main focus, trying to find those giant bombs so that you don't have to worry about them and you can negate them. So let's start the replay off and see how I negate those giant bombs. First off, with any hog attack, you're going to want to pull the clan castle troops and take care of them by putting a poison spell down and then luring them out if they don't die and using a couple wizards to kill them. So after the balloon goes down, I'm going to place a wizard at the top of the base on a builder's hut because I decided to attack from the top of the base. I wanted to take out that king and I wanted to get into the center of the base before I started my hog attack. And I wanted to place my hogs on either side of the base, kind of spread out, so it's a little bit better. It's more of a surgical attack. So one thing I like about recording myself and watching the replay is that you can see what you need to improve on. After watching this replay, I could see that I needed to improve on placing my golem and timing it in a different manner, because the dragon and the king were attacking my golem when I could have just had my wizard up there, luring the dragon farther and then taking the dragon out farther on the outside of the base. So for my second phase of the attack, I'm going to use my clan castle troops to negate those giant bombs down below that I was talking about. So my main idea with these 5 max level hogs was to take out this wizard tower and then hopefully they'd split off into 2 different sections and trigger both of those giant bombs. But unfortunately they just went to the left, so I still have 1 giant bomb on the right next to that cannon. What I could have done now, looking back, is place 1 more hog at the bottom, but a little bit more to the right, and it would have triggered that giant bomb, so I'd have just used 1 hog to take out a giant bomb, which is really beneficial. As you can see up top, I'm placing my heal spells in the most concentrated areas where there's defenses, but also where those wizard towers are. Wizard towers do a ton of damage. Luckily, since there were no defenses left to path over for those hogs, the hogs actually avoided that giant bomb. But throughout the raid, a couple of hogs are going to pass over it and trigger it, but they're not going to die. I think it's only about 3. So there's still 1 giant bomb left. I have my king up, and my hogs are splitting up nicely and taking out the rest of this base. I still have a lot of time because they added that 30 seconds, and 30 seconds is huge, especially with hog raids. If you don't have enough cleanup troops, and if a lot of your hogs have died, it takes a long time to clean up a base, and I've seen a lot of 98 and 99 percenters. So I believe 3 of these hogs up top are going to path over that giant bomb and actually trigger it, but it's not going to kill them, and it's only going to hurt 3 of the hogs, which isn't too bad. But there's another giant bomb still, and right there, that's the giant bomb that I was thinking of. I am so lucky I didn't actually hit that, and I was able to hit the builder's hut before it triggered. So let's go on to my next GoHo attack where I get another 3-star, and I'll explain that more in detail. So for this attack, I was actually really familiar with this base, and I knew that there were going to be double giant bombs right here next to the air defense and the wizard tower, and then on the opposite side of the town hall there was going to be another giant bomb and then a whole bunch of little bombs. And the best place to pull clan castle troops would be right there at that army camp on the right side, because that's the only place where defenses wouldn't be able to shoot an archer. So for those of you that have stuck around to this part of the video, I'm going to give you guys an awesome tip, a amazing tip on how to increase your chances exponentially on 3-starring a base. That number 1 tip is to know base designs. So you really don't have to exactly know the base design, but be able to research it and know where everything is placed. There's nothing worse than trying to do a hog lore and then having a Tesla pop up and ruin it. So let's dive into the strategy on how I actually plan to attack this base. first off, you're going to want to do a hog pull. So I'm going to use a hog at the bottom right here where that archer tower is. I'm going to place one hog there, lure him out, use the poison spell, and then after I do my go part of it, where I'm going to be attacking at the bottom where that mortar is, I'm going to use my hogs in a clockwise motion, and they're going to run around, and I'm going to use heal spells in that order. So starting off, I know there's no Tesla or any bombs over in this corner, so I'm going to pull the clan castle troops out, use a poison spell on them. After the balloon goes down, I'm going to also place a earthquake spell, I forgot about that, and that's going to damage that place over in the corner, which is going to make it easier for me to use wall breakers. So this is really important, how to take care of dragons. So I use a couple barbarians and wizards to take care of dragons. The barbarians are there to turn the dragon and take advantage of its actual UI. So it's going to attack the closest unit, and then the wizards can sit there and take out the dragon. This is the go part. So I'm going to put my golem down, and unfortunately I could have, I really suck at placing wall breakers, so I need to improve upon that. As you can tell, I'm going to place a couple of wall breakers down, and unfortunately that golem isn't going to be close enough to distract that archer tower and that Tesla. So the archer tower and Tesla are going to take out a lot of my wall breakers, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to have enough to break into this base and then use my golem, my king, and my P.E.K.K.A. that is in the clan castle. I'm going to rage up here, use 2 more of my wall breakers so I know they're actually going to break through it. Place a couple more wizards down, and then my P.E.K.K.A. so that it goes on the right side, and tanks for those wizards so that my wizards can take out that wizard tower, and my king on the left side can take out that air defense. I want to take both of those defenses out so my hogs won't path over there, and they'll negate those double giant bombs. So that was part of my original plan. Now I'm going to start the next phase, which is going to be my hog attack. I'm going to place them out in a surgical fashion so that they'll be able to group up in certain areas, and then they're going to go in a clockwise fashion, so it'll be easier for them to be healed up. So my king is breaking through right here, and he's barely going to take down this air defense right before my hogs actually come over. But it wouldn't matter anyways, because they would have taken it out and then gone on to the next defensive building, which wouldn't have been the wizard tower because it's already gone. So they path over here. I already placed a heal spell because I know that there's going to be a giant bomb and a couple of little bombs over there, and I thought there were going to be a couple of bombs over here, but it looks like the guy actually changed a little bit of it around, so I placed a heal spell there, but it wasn't really needed, and luckily my P.E.K.K.A. is actually still alive. There's only a level 1 or level 2 Tesla attacking him, so it's not doing too much damage, but my hogs go over, take it out, and then follow the king, and the king's just going to go over to this little tiny golemite and attack him, but these hogs take him out pretty quick, and then help clean up the rest of this base. So what's nice is that my king, my golem, and my wizards and P.E.K.K.A. helped negate that middle compartment where there was double giant bombs and save this raid for my hogs. It's really important to research a base design and use it to your advantage if you can. It's really helpful, guys. But that's it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, share this video or my other videos with your friends and clanmates. It really helps my channel grow. And if you're new and not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. I promise you won't be disappointed. Alright guys, peace!
Get low when the whistle go.